An arrest has been made in the search for the man who shot at a loss prevention officer at the Valley Mall in Union Gap earlier this week. And the Yakima Greenway is slated for a number of improvements in the coming months, and yesterday they celebrated the opening of a brand new visitor center.
And patchy fog throughout some of our areas with winter hitting tonight. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday. We're getting close to that holiday weekend, a 3-day weekend or more for most folks.
Definitely. And today is going to be the first day of winter.
Exactly.
Going to feel like winter yet?
Well, we're just above our average temperature, so I guess it does feel like it. But when you think of winter, you think of howling winds with snow, but we are not going to be seeing that. Maybe a little rain-snow mix next week, but we are seeing our friend fog again. Let's take a look outside. Good Thursday morning, everyone. Good Thursday morning, Riley.
Good morning.
And we are looking at conditions pretty similar to what we've been seeing for the past couple of days, if not for the last week. So we have zero visibility right now for the Pendleton region. We're about at half a mile visibility. Walla Walla, though, just the opposite. We are at perfect visibility, but that is most likely going to change as we move along in the day. We do have a dense fog advisory for north of Connell, and you can see some thick fog if you're heading up to Spokane for the holiday this morning. Do be aware of that. Not too bad of fog, though, in the Cascades. We do have some fog, though, of course, in the Blues, especially around Pendleton. So our highs today, what we saw yesterday, mid to lower 40s. We're going to see similar temperatures tomorrow and similar temperatures on Saturday. We should be staying dry. You could be running into a little bit of mist, but thank goodness we're above the freezing level, or that would be freezing fog. So let's take a look at what we can expect. Fog continues, rain likely tomorrow, and no white Christmas is on the way. All of your full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Authorities have arrested a 24-year-old man suspected of shooting a loss prevention officer inside the Valley Mall in Union Gap Monday night. According to Union Gap PD, they entered the license plate number of a vehicle associated with the suspect into the Flock system. It was one of Sunnyside PD's cameras that caught a glimpse of that plate number yesterday morning, alerting them that the vehicle was in the area. Police located the suspect near East Yakima Valley Highway and East Lincoln Avenue in Sunnyside and arrested him.
So this is an example of technology helping dedicated law enforcement professionals locate a dangerous suspect and take them into custody safely without any further incident.
The 37-year-old victim, a Yakima man, had to have surgery after being shot in both hands, but has been released from the hospital. The suspect has been booked into jail on charges of first-degree assault, first-degree burglary, and second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. 41 years after her disappearance, DNA technology has identified a victim of the Green River Killer. Lorianne Razpotnik disappeared at age 15 in 1982. Her remains were found in 1985 alongside a second set of remains. Investigators couldn't identify them at the time. In 2003, Gary Ridgway pleaded guilty to murdering 48 women. He's serving a life sentence at the state penitentiary in Walla Walla. The Washington State Patrol is investigating a shooting that occurred Wednesday morning on Interstate 182 in Pasco and needs help locating anyone who may have witnessed the incident. According to WSP, a man headed westbound on I-182 noticed another driver in a blue two-door Ford F-150 point a firearm at him. He pulled into the median and came to a stop, and the driver of the Ford fired multiple shots into the air before continuing westbound on the interstate. No injuries were reported, but if anyone has any information regarding this incident, contact Detective Ryan Sauve at 509-572-5161. Yakima Greenway celebrated the opening of a brand new visitor center at Sarge Hubbard Park on Wednesday with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The original visitor center was located inside a home donated by a community member back in the early 90s. The new one is a large, energy-efficient facility with solar panels and enough space inside for board members to gather and where visitors can learn all about the Greenway's history.
The Greenway means so much to so many people, whether they use it for exercise, for recreation and bringing their family, having a class reunion, or just having some peace and quiet. And so a visitor center like this will allow them to come and experience even more of what the Greenway has to offer for them.
Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll give you a look inside the new visitor center, as well as hear more about a few other improvements planned for the Greenway. The state of Washington has some of the most beautiful forests and hiking trails in the country, but one hiker needed a rescue after falling 1,200 feet down a ravine. Erica Zucco reports.
This is where Naval Air Station Whidbey's search and rescue team says a hiker fell more than 1,200 feet Saturday on Mount Eleanor in the Olympic National Forest, prompting a quick rescue in difficult terrain.
We got on scene and we saw multiple avalanche paths, and using our night vision goggles, because it was totally dark outside, we were able to see the top of the mountain where there were a bunch of footprints from him and his partner, but we couldn't really see where the footprints ended up going.
The hiker was able to flash a light so they could find him. Mount Eleanor is popular in the summer when the ground looks much different. This rescue happened after little snowpack and lots of rain led to icy trails and the aftermath of avalanches. Dangerous chutes, hikers can slip down. Conditions meant the crew had to be careful while lowering a member to hoist the hiker up.
Biggest concern, at least for me in the back, is if we spot someone there, right, and potential avalanche danger. So if we come into a hover, we could potentially start another avalanche.
Avalanche risks and ice-packed paths will be a concern for the next few months. Olympic Mountain Rescue, which coordinated ground operations for this rescue, says awareness is key.
Number one is to be prepared, not only with equipment, but the proper training and knowing what you're getting into, and using the resources that are available. Northwest Avalanche Center this time of year is anytime you're going into the backcountry, check their forecasts and see what the conditions are.
An old rivalry may be rekindled from the ashes of the Pac-12. Washington State and Oregon State universities are reportedly set to join the West Coast Conference for the next 2 years in all sports except football and baseball. That means the Zags and Cougs squaring off in basketball once again. According to multiple reports, including Yahoo Sports, the league presidents and athletic directors will vote on the measure today. If approved, both WSU and OSU would join the WCC as affiliate members for 2 years. The football teams will play in the Mountain West, and the baseball teams will play as independents. The agreement will give WSU and OSU time to rebuild the Pac-12 conference. They are the only schools remaining in the conference. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
It is Thursday morning. We're getting close to that holiday. We're getting close to our weekend. We have more fog to talk about. Let me get you ready for that. Maybe some rain showers tomorrow. I'll get you ready for all that. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And as the opioid crisis continues to rage across America, the FDA has approved a new first-of-its-kind test to help screen for those who are at risk of opioid use disorder. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off in a powerful CR-V hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Before the tree was trimmed, before the stockings were hung, and yes, even before Thanksgiving, it was already home. At McCurley, we know it's the people, traditions, and memories that make this season bright. And that's why we're here, because a vehicle is more than just a vehicle. It's also one of the ways you bring the holidays home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Chevrolet.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobson Roads present the Ugly Furnace Contest, your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleyNewsNow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob and Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs and Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs and Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
Pasco Parks and Rec invites you to join in and get involved. They offer a variety of recreational classes and programs for all ages, preschool to adult. There's a class, event, or program to keep you moving. Sign up now for January through April classes. Register, reserve, or inquire today. Join all the special events Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
No insurance? No problem. At West Ridgeland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Ridgeland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, the FDA has approved a tool that uses genetic testing to help assess whether certain people are at risk of developing opioid use disorder. The Autogenomics Averted test is meant for adults considering a short-term course of oral opioid pain meds, such as after a planned surgical procedure. It uses a cheek swab sample to analyze 15 genetic markers involved in the brain's reward pathways and associated with addiction. It can be prescribed only to people who have no prior use of opioids, and patients must consent to the test. It's not meant for those who are being treated for chronic pain. An FDA spokesman said the test information should be used as part of a complete clinical evaluation and risk assessment and should not be used alone to make treatment decisions. Some experts say they are wary about use of the test in clinical practice and what they say are its limitations. Well, there's new evidence to suggest a plant-based diet can benefit your health and even reduce your risk of developing diabetes. The British study followed more than 113,000 people over a dozen years. It found people who ate the most grains, fruits, and vegetables while limiting sweets and sugary drinks dropped their risk of developing diabetes by 24%. The study also found people who ate the healthiest diet were not overweight, had better blood sugar levels, and lower levels of inflammation in their bodies. People genetically predisposed to getting diabetes also saw benefits from eating a healthy diet. Well, coming up, we honor this month's winner of Volunteers Count, who has taken her passion for writing and creating a space for others like her in the Tri-Cities. And I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. That is next. Let me get you ready for your Thursday and your holiday weekend. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home. You're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Shop Goodwill, changing lives through the power of work.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or save up to $2,500 on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Have you ever had a day like this? Bad days are why we got in the game. Capuzza Lighty, Accident Injury Lawyers.
The chill of winter has always been warmed by the glow of tradition, which sometimes starts as a simple gift that is then passed from generation to generation. The holiday season gives us just one more reason to find joy in the little things. And as years fly by, we realize the true gift is actually in the time we get to share together. This season, as past gifts turn into today's treasures, here's to creating that one more cherished moment with the ones you love. Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, celebrating tradition since 1905.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your days so far. Well, your morning so far. We do have patchy fog in many of our areas. Let's get to that in a second. We do have a dense fog advisory to the north of our areas till 11 o'clock today. Do be aware of that if you're heading up to Spokane or Coeur d'Alene for the holiday today. And again, thick fog is expected tomorrow as well, though we should see it finally kind of get out of our area by Friday afternoon. So let's take a look at our visibility right now. Zero visibility, about a half a mile of visibility to a quarter of a mile in Pendleton. Perfect visibility, Hermiston, Walla Walla. So some hampered situations. Also 20% visibility in Ellensburg. So keep an eye out for patchy fog yet again this morning. Luckily, our air quality is looking mighty fine. So it is, despite the lack of wind, we are seeing fresh air getting into our areas. So we were at moderate for much of the Blues in the and the northeastern part of Oregon yesterday, but things looking much better this morning. So as we move into our morning hours, we are seeing light winds yet again. And I'm a broken record. We're just going to see light winds for the next couple of days. So maybe 5 to 10 mile per hour winds tomorrow. That'll seem like a hurricane to what we've been seeing recently. So maybe a little bit of fresh air, especially in our afternoon, hopefully getting rid of this fog. If so, we're going to see some sunshine on your Saturday, December 23rd. So we're staying pretty much dry, though you could run into some mist. So it's not rain, but it is kind of very kind of wet fog that you're running through. But luckily we're above our freezing level right now, or we'd be seeing freezing fog throughout our areas. Let's take a look at our futurecast. And again, sunshine above us, but we won't see it due to that fog holding on. Tomorrow morning, we have a chance of seeing some shower activity rumbling through, especially for Walla Walla and Pendleton. But looks like it might miss the rest of our areas, though I do expect a little bit coming through. And then clear skies for your Saturday. So if we do get rid of that fog, we'll see some sunshine on December 23rd. So current conditions above that freezing mark, mid to upper 30s, lower 40s right now, where we have been all this week. We'll continue to see that tomorrow. Our highs remaining above or right around the average through Saturday, then a little bit cooler for your Christmas Eve day and Christmas Day itself, then getting warmer right back as we get into our next work week. The winter solstice, Riley, it hits tonight at 7:27. Look at that. Christmas Day 4 days away, 11 days away until 2024. Here's our highs today, mid to lower 40s, a little cooler for Ellensburg, 39. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to lower 40s, and over in the Blue Mountain region, well, lower 40s again. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. And we do have, again, lower 40s, and by Sunday, all of our areas will be in the mid to upper 30s, and then we'll warm up slowly into our next work week, but could see some rain-snow mix on December 26th, and maybe just rain on Wednesday. In the Tri-Cities area, same story, could see some shower activity. Again, tomorrow we have a chance of seeing some showers. Be very quick though if it does come. Overnight lows will dip below the freezing mark this weekend as well, so cooler conditions abound. So fog expected this morning. It should continue into tomorrow morning, and then that quick little showerlet system coming through will hopefully blow out that fog so we can see some sunshine on Saturday.
Apple Valley News Now is partnered with STCU to honor local volunteers who go above and beyond in Benton and Franklin counties. This month's Volunteers Count winner is Nisha Franco, volunteer with the Arts Foundation of the Mid-Columbia, who's responsible for coordinating this past year's Rivers of Ink Writers Conference.
Hi, Nisha. We are here because you were nominated by Emma for Volunteers Count for all of your work with Rivers of Ink and the Writers Conference, and you won, and you've got yourself a $1,000 donation from STCU to the Arts Foundation of the Mid-Columbia.
So awesome. Published author Nisha Franco has taken her passion for the literary arts and poured it into Rivers of Ink, a Tri-Cities Writers Conference she started attending when she first moved to the area.
I've gotten a lot of amazing opportunities and help with in the literary arts field with writing in general and being a part of the community, and I really wanted to give back. So when it was brought up that they were looking for help with the conference, I jumped right in.
Before Nisha took on the director role for the conference, Rivers of Ink suffered a bit coming out of the pandemic.
So we've been doing this writer conference for about 11 years. We came out of a little bit of a hiatus from COVID and really just needed to relaunch it and make it something extremely special and keep it going. And Nisha came along and just has an incredible her professional experience and just her personal passion for the literary arts. She was just the perfect person to lead the charge on that.
One of the changes that Nisha brought to the conference this year was a stronger focus on local authors.
We have plenty of authors here that are just as storied, just as awarded, and I really wanted to highlight them for this year.
Nisha and the Arts Foundation are hoping to expand the conference in the years to come, and with a $1,000 donation from STCU, keep supporting writers in the community.
For a small organization like us, that is not an insignificant amount of money. That is probably, if I can be honest, about 1/8 of our budget. It is a huge chunk, and it's all going to go towards continuing to support the literary arts in our communities.
I'm more of a behind-the-scenes person. I'm not really a in front of the camera person or the front-facing person in a lot of things. So when I do get the recognition for the stuff that I do, it's like very rewarding. It makes it all worthwhile, and I very much appreciate Emma's nomination and this surprise win.
And that was Jill Sperling reporting. If you know a volunteer deserving of recognitions through Volunteers Count, you can nominate them at applevalleynewsnow.com on the contests page. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, Forbes has released their list of the 100 most powerful women, and one first-time name is making history in more ways than one.
Looking for a car with more room for adventure? Make your presence known when you drive away in a new 2024 Kia Sportage LX with all-wheel drive from Overturf Kia. Now $29,999. Plus, get 4.75% interest for up to 48 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Tonight,
It's the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball with performances by Olivia Rodrigo, Niall Horan, SZA, Sabrina Carpenter, and the legendary Cher. iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC, and stream next day on Hulu.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options and make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life, crafting one-of-a-kind pieces designed exclusively for you. With Spencer Carlson, we guide you personally, making shopping and design an effortless, client-focused experience. You'll fall in love with the process just as much as you'll cherish the results. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
After the presents and food, join Apple Valley News Now for a Christmas Monday Night Football as Baltimore takes on San Francisco. The Ravens battle the 49ers Monday night at 4:30. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now Prime Time Monday.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. Forbes has included Barbie in this year's list of the world's most powerful women. She's the first fictional character to be chosen for the list, and Forbes pointed to her 2023 Warner Brothers movie.
As governments roll back women's rights, the publication says Barbie emerged as a symbol not only of female empowerment, but also the need to fight to recapture power that's been taken away.
Since her debut in 1959, Barbie has worked 250 different jobs. They include entrepreneur, architect, astronaut, and even U.S. presidential candidate.
The Forbes list of the world's 100 most powerful women also includes Kamala Harris, Taylor Swift, Oprah Winfrey, and Beyonce Knowles. And I believe that they snubbed our Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you very much, Jason. Well, Barbie's a great movie. It's interesting that a fictional woman has never been put on this list before.
Yes, it's very odd. But Barbie is now on Max if you have the old HBO Max. I like HBO Max better than Max.
Oh.
It just sounds like you're talking about somebody's older brother.
Or pet dog.
Exactly. All right, folks, quick look outside. I got your weather forecast coming right up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is facing criticism after he sent a plane with over 120 migrants to Chicago, the latest in an operation that has seen over 80,000 migrants free rides to Democratic-led cities. And some of the Americans who were freed by Venezuela in a U.S. prisoner swap are now back on American soil after being wrongfully detained.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple's new headset could be just weeks away. Bloomberg reports the Vision Pro headset is expected to launch by February. Production of the device is said to be running at full speed for weeks already. The expected price tag, about $3,500. Samsung's Health app is getting a new feature. The tech company is adding a medication tracker. Users will be able to set up reminders to take their meds and get refills. The tool also lists possible side effects of those drugs. The feature is set to appear in an update this week. Finally, Peloton is cutting support for its oldest bike tablet. Starting in June, you'll no longer be able to access classes with the first generation screen tablets last sold back in 2016. Affected customers can get a $500 discount on Peloton's new Modern Bike Plus, or they could buy a replacement touchscreen. So a simple upgrade and you're good. No need to recycle. Those are your Tech Bites.
I spent most of my life as a teacher, and I've always enjoyed helping others. After a couple of years in retirement, I realized I have a lot more to give, and that's when I became a Visiting Angels caregiver. With my life experience and love for people, it was a natural fit. Seeing Jeannie so happy warms my heart, and if you need your heart warmed too, come join us and make a difference together in someone's life.
Visiting Angels, America's choice in home care.
Some migraine attacks catch you off guard, but for me, a stressful day can trigger migraine attacks too. That's why my go-to is Nurtec ODT. It's the only migraine medication that can treat and prevent my attacks all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
Now I'm in control. With Nurtec ODT, I can treat a migraine attack and prevent one.
Talk to your doctor about Nurtec today.
Texas sent a plane with more than 120 migrants from the U.S.-Mexico border to Chicago in an escalation of Republican Governor Greg Abbott's busing operation. And a deal between the U.S. and Venezuela results in the release of 10 American detainees.
Patchy fog throughout many of our areas with winter hitting tonight. I'll get you prepared in my first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday. If you love fall, hold on. It's our last few hours of fall.
It is. Shortest day of the year today.
Yes. And then we're going to get just a little bit more time as we move along. Let's take a look really quick while we're talking to our Skycam, and we can see when we see sunrise at 7:36. So by tomorrow, we'll take a look. Maybe tomorrow's the shortest day. So we'll keep an eye on, it just depends on the timing. But still, folks, we're going to be seeing very much a lot of darkness, but we'll be seeing a little bit more light every day. That helps out.
You know, when I was younger, I think that I used to think that the shortest day meant the least amount of hours in a day.
Yes.
But it just means the least amount of sunlight for a day.
Absolutely. My dad was a surveyor, and he took out his Transit, which is more or less a fancy telescope. And we looked at Saturn on December 21st, and we saw I saw the rings of Saturn through that for the first time live, and it was just an awe. And also it was to keep me busy because, I was nuts around Christmas. But anyways, I always remember that day of the solstice. Let's take a look outside again. And again, folks, we're looking at foggy conditions throughout many of our areas. 0% visibility right now in Pendleton, actually down to 1/4 of a mile to a 1/2 mile. Other than that, we're seeing some patchy fog through our other areas, improving in Ellensburg. If you are heading north, that is the highway to Spokane. Some heavy 1/4 of a mile visibility in that area. So there's a dense fog advisory there till 11 o'clock tonight. So for our cities, we're seeing similar highs. We're going to see them again tomorrow, mid to lower 40s for most of our cities. There's sunshine above us, but you wouldn't know it with that fog holding on. Now we're seeing just a hint of wind tomorrow afternoon. That could finally just kind of take a broom and get rid of all of that fog that we've been seeing. Hopefully that is the case because we have plenty of sunshine on tap for December 23rd. So fog continues, rain likely tomorrow, and no white Christmas. I'll get you prepared for all of that in my first alert weather forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Now to the southern border, the situation described as a disaster. Authorities overwhelmed by the surge of migrants. Rail lines have been closed, and now officials in Texas are taking new action. Here's ABC's Derek Dennis.
This morning, the crisis at the southern border going airborne. Texas Governor Greg Abbott releasing video and announcing he's now flying migrants to Chicago, 120 arriving on the first flight because the city, quote, started obstructing and targeting our busing mission. It comes after Abbott signed a law this week that, if upheld, would authorize local police to arrest migrants suspected of crossing the border illegally, a record 12,600 crossing in one day alone. ABC's Maria Villarreal is in Eagle Pass, Texas.
There has been a steady flow of migrants funneling through this grassy pit. One group leaves on a bus and another one is escorted over the riverbank. Just yesterday, 4,400 apprehensions in this area alone. Many will wait 10 to 12 hours just to be processed. Some will wait up to 2 days. Overnight, they'll sleep on this dirt with no shelter, just the clothes on their back and those foil blankets. Processing facilities are full. Agents tell me they are overworked and overwhelmed.
We need to surge immigration judges to the border. This is America. People need to get their cases heard in days, not years. And if they do not qualify for asylum, they need to be deported.
And now growing concern about the economic impact of this surge in migrants. Officials recently closed some rail crossings at the border, halting freight trains that carry everything from produce to auto parts. One rail company says the shutdown is costing $200 million per day.
Smugglers play a major role in this crisis. A U.S. official says people acting as travel agents in places as far away as Africa are helping migrants travel to Mexico before being connected with smugglers for the trip to the U.S. border. This will be an especially happy holiday season for 10 newly freed hostages and their loved ones. On Wednesday, the former detainees were released by Venezuela in a sign the country's once frigid relationship with the United States is starting to warm. After being wrongfully detained in Venezuela, 10 Americans have been released by the Venezuelan government. For the U.S. as part of the agreement, President Joe Biden granted clemency to Alex Saab, an alleged investor for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. The White House says it hopes this move will lead to a more democratic Venezuela.
Honestly, all you think about when you're in prison is how you didn't appreciate being free while you were free.
Venezuela also extradited Leonard Francis back to the U.S. as part of the deal. The former military contractor known as Fat Leonard fled to Venezuela after escaping house arrest in San Diego. Jason Valentine is here with a look at your weather forecast.
Folks, we are looking at some more fog this morning as we head to winter tonight and a possibility of some rain tomorrow. Let me get you ready for that and sunshine for your holiday weekend that's coming up on the show. We love it.
The Better Business Bureau is out with a warning this holiday season. Scammers could be tampering with gift cards and stealing barcodes. We'll tell you what to look out for coming up next.
George and Heidi use Verizon. Dan and Tina have Spectrum Mobile. With Verizon, George and Heidi pay way more for their 2 unlimited lines. With Spectrum, Dan and Tina get 1 unlimited mobile line for $29.99 and their second line free. And with Spectrum, there are no added taxes or hidden fees. Dan and Tina save big, over $1,500 in savings. So George and Heidi, what do you think?
We're switching to Spectrum.
Get 1 unlimited line for $29.99 and get your next line free. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life, crafting one-of-a-kind pieces designed exclusively for you. With Spencer Carlson, we guide you personally, making shopping and design an effortless, client-focused experience. You'll fall in love with the process just as much as you'll cherish the results. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Before the tree was trimmed, before the stockings were hung, before the meals were prepared, and yes, even before Thanksgiving, before the carols, bells, and lights all aglow, it was already home. At McCurley, we know it's the people, traditions, and memories that make this season bright. And that's why we're here. Because a vehicle is more than just a vehicle. It's also one of the ways you bring the holidays home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
This Christmas, give the kids a gift of fun at the 2024 Benton Franklin Fair. This package includes a full day of carnival rides, a youth admission ticket for kids ages 6 to 12, and a cuddly stuffed animal, all for only $30. That's a savings of $15. Available now until Christmas Eve at Kennewick Ranch and Home or the fair office in Pasco. Quantities are limited, so don't wait. Happy holidays from everyone at the Benton Franklin Fair.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning. Well, whether you're giving or receiving a gift card this holiday season, listen up. Check carefully to make sure you're not falling for a scam. The Better Business Bureau is warning that gift card scams are surging. Jen Sullivan has more on how you can protect yourself.
They're a popular holiday gift idea, but scammers are increasingly targeting gift cards to steal from you.
Gift card scam reports are up 50% for 2023 over 2022, and we're not even done with the year yet.
The Better Business Bureau is reporting a surge in gift card scams, warning that scammers could be tampering with gift cards and stealing barcodes, or targeting online shoppers and asking them to pay with a gift card that's not from the retailer.
That's a huge red flag. There's a lot of scams that are perpetrated where the scammer is asking for a gift card, such as like a grandparent scam or a utility scam.
The BBB also warns consumers that scammers use other tactics to steal from them too. Before you buy a gift card, here's what to look out for to avoid becoming a victim. 1. Check for stickers covering the barcode by rubbing your finger over the back of the physical card. The stickers may contain a phony barcode, and when it gets scanned at checkout, you'll unwittingly be sending that cash to the scammer's account. 2. Be careful of websites that check your card's balance. The BBB says some sites could use your card's ID number and PIN and drain money from it.
When you buy a gift card and you give that number and that PIN to somebody, that money's gone. So it's really important to know who you're giving it to and what they're going to use it for.
And finally, check for ripped or wrinkled packaging. The BBB says thieves often remove gift cards from the display rack and record the numbers linked to that card, including the activation PIN. I'm Jen Sullivan.
And a bonus tip from the BBB, pass on too good to be true gift card deals. Avoid websites or social media ads that promote gift cards for popular retailers at big discounts because scammers could steal your payment card information. Instead, the BBB recommends you shop directly from the merchant. Well, Toyota is recalling about 1 million vehicles over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models, including the Camry, Sienna, and RAV4, as well as the Lexus RX 350 and the ES 350. The model years are between 2020 and 2022. Toyota says the occupant classification system sensor in the recalled vehicles could short circuit. The sensors help identify whether the person sitting in the front passenger seat is an adult or a child based on the weight. Toyota says a result of the possible glitch, the airbag may not deploy in certain kind of crashes when it should. Toyota will notify owners of the recalled vehicles by the middle of February. Coming up, airports today are bracing for the busiest day of the season, but the biggest problem that may stop you from getting to your destination on time may be the weather. Speaking of which, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'm going to get you ready maybe if you're traveling by car. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us, everyone.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient Accord Hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off. and a powerful CR-V hybrid. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
The holidays are here, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your holiday gathering needs. Whole turkeys fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Save big at Bi-Mart with our Christmas Savings Book. Pick up a copy in-store or find it at Bi-Mart.com. Save $100 on a Philips 55-inch HD Class Roku Smart TV. Member priced at just $249.99. Get a Toshiba 1 cubic foot microwave for $99.99. Members save $60. Plus save 25% on all fragrance and beauty gift sets. Save more this Christmas season at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Deck the halls, and while you're at it, deck your entire house during the New Year's sale at More Furniture this holiday weekend. We're celebrating all weekend long with incredible values on furniture and mattresses in time for the new year. Your home deserves a fresh start for 2024, and we've got everything you need during the New Year's sale at More Furniture. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
Looking for Santa Claus? He's here with us at Queensgate Gardens. Visit us today for your best selection of Christmas trees and wreaths. For this season's holiday cheer, bring your family and find the perfect tree. Customize your own wreath and pick out locally grown poinsettia. Visit us at Queensgate Garden today.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning, and we have more fog to talk about. Hope you're enjoying your morning so far. And yes, we are hitting winter tonight. Can you believe it? Now, if you're heading up to the north to Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, even Montana areas, we have a dense fog advisory until 11 a.m. just to the north, but we're seeing some thick fog again in our areas. We have about a quarter of a mile visibility. Pendleton looking good so far in Walla Walla. 60% Tri-Cities, 40% Prosser, 50% Ellensburg. So keep an eye out for patchy fog. Air quality, though, hanging tough, and we might get a little bit of wind tomorrow, just and maybe enough to blow out some of the air, kind of refresh it. But it's been staying all right, though we did flirt with the moderate level of air quality just yesterday. So wind speeds very light, but we're seeing just a little bit of a push, not for Yakima, but we're going to see just a little bit tomorrow afternoon, 5 to 10 mile per hour, and then nominal winds yet again for your weekend into our next work week. So tomorrow really is the chance to maybe get just enough fresh air to get the fog out, though we could see some sunshine by the time we get to Saturday, which will be very, very nice. So we are seeing a little bit of cloud coverage coming into our area above us, but we're going to see, again, mostly clear skies as we get into our evening and overnight period. Tomorrow, though, we could see a little bit of shower activity coming through, but it might miss Yakima, Ellensburg, maybe even the Tri-Cities, but it does look like it's going to be hitting Walla Walla especially, and Pendleton, and then moving on out. So some quick afternoon showers tomorrow, and then look how clear it's going to be on your Saturday. Next chance of precipitation looks like will be Tuesday, the day after Christmas. I'll get to that in the 7-day forecast. So our highs right now, we're in the mid to upper 30s, lower 40s across the board. This is exactly what we've been seeing the past couple of mornings. We'll see it again tomorrow. We're above our average for this time of year through pretty much Saturday, and then that cooling trend comes Sunday on Christmas Eve day and Christmas itself. Then we'll warm back up in our next work week to around average. The winter solstice hits tonight at 7:27 p.m. 4 days until Christmas, 11 days until New Year's Day. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. Mid to lower 40s for most of our areas. 39 in Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, mid to lower 40s. And over in the Blue Mountain region, a touch warmer than yesterday, lower 40s. 7-day forecast, going to stay in those 40s for all of our areas through Saturday, then a bit of cooling for Sunday and Monday. Shower activity Tuesday and Wednesday. Could see some rain snow mix early Tuesday, then changing to rain. Overnight lows below the freezing mark starting Friday late night. In the Tri-Cities area, Again, we have a chance of a quick spritz tomorrow afternoon. Could see some sunshine Saturday, and then those cooler temperatures Sunday and Monday. Overnight lows getting below the freezing mark. Looks like Saturday, late night. Walla Walla, 40s through Saturday. Sunday, we're cooler. Monday, Christmas Day, cooler as well. Overnight lows below the freezing mark starting Friday late night, though we recover next week. So for your Thursday itself, we're looking at chilly conditions as we get into next week. But today, we're slightly above our average. This morning, we're above the freezing level. Just plenty of fog in places, especially in Pendleton. Could see a little bit of shower activity, especially along the Blues tomorrow.
Now to concerns about holiday travel today with just 4 days before Christmas. As millions prepare to travel by air, a massive storm is bearing down on the west coast, which could have ripple effects across the country. The first evacuation warnings have already been issued. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
The holiday travel rush is on. Airports today are bracing for the busiest day of the season with nearly 49,000 planes in the air.
There's a lot of people going in many different directions. Just got to bring your patience.
The biggest problem, the weather. A slow-moving storm could dump 10 inches of rain in parts of Southern California, potentially triggering mudslides and air travel delays that could impact the rest of the country. On the East Coast, neighborhoods are underwater days after a powerful storm slammed multiple states, killing 6 people. Some rivers in New Jersey are at major flood stage through tomorrow. Boats were needed to rescue people in Little Falls.
We had to leave because our heat went out. So, with the kids, and I'm expecting we couldn't do it anymore.
In Maine, several people rescued after a river overflowed its banks. It could be days before power is fully restored. Bad weather last year caused a staffing meltdown at Southwest Airlines. Just this week, the airline was hit with a record fine. It will now be required to give passengers a $75 voucher for any significant delays caused by the airline.
You need to take care of your passengers, and if you don't, there will be consequences. We will hold you accountable.
Security also a concern, with the TSA seizing a record number of guns. Agents at Reagan National outside Washington stopped a man with this loaded handgun. And at New York's LaGuardia Airport, 17 bullets were found hidden inside a diaper in a carry-on. Fines for firearm violations were recently increased and can now top $14,000 per violation. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And back in California, some evacuation warnings were already issued in Ventura County last night due to flood concerns. When we come back, we take a look at Netflix's newest big budget movie from famed Justice League director Zack Snyder.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Collective Soul, the 30th anniversary celebration, live in concert. January 18th, Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish. An evening with Collective Soul. Buy tickets now at Ticketmaster and the Legends Casino gift shop. Come celebrate 30 years with Collective Soul. January 18th at Legends Casino Hotel Toppenish.
Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $87.50 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
A little over 10 years ago, my family and I decided to get involved with the Arc of Tri-Cities to work with the kids to have a good time. We would dance, we would do crafts. But what I didn't know getting involved is how much it would impact me and our families' lives. We're blessed to live here and to work with local nonprofits, so it's really important to support those in need. I'm John Inman, and I'm driving change at McCurley.
Get financing as low as 0.9% on the new Mazda CX-90 during Season of Inspiration.
Watch me. Watch my first step turn to leaps and bounds. Watch me play carefree while the world goes round. Listen to me join in with every girl and boy. Screams of happiness, limitless joy. Watch me run through the grass and sand. They said I would. Now I can. Watch me. Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Is your furnace worn out and a bit ugly? Apple Valley News Now and Jacobs & Rhodes present the Ugly Furnace Contest, your chance to win a brand new gas furnace. To enter, click on Contests at applevalleynewsnow.com and follow the instructions. Everyone who enters gets a free system inspection. One second prize winner gets a 2-year membership in the Jacob & Rhodes Maintenance Club. And the grand prize winner gets the new gas furnace, including expert installation by Jacobs & Rhodes. The Ugly Furnace Contest from Jacobs & Rhodes and Apple Valley News Now.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
We give free evaluations of insurance company settlement offers. Remember that.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a trip closer to home, and we're seeing some fog in some areas, especially Pendleton this morning. And enough fog or cloudy conditions holding on, keeping us away from that lovely sunshine that's above us. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of that sunshine by tomorrow afternoon or Saturday. Let's take a look at our current, or actually our highs today. We're going to be in the lower 40s to upper 30s in a couple areas. Mostly, though, the mid to lower 40s, as we're staying pretty much on par with where we have been over in the Blue Mountain region. Again, we're seeing thick fog right now in Pendleton. Boardman hanging tough, our cool spot, Heppner, Pilot Rock, and Athena. As we move into tomorrow, similar temperatures, though we could see some shower activity, especially for these cities along the Blues. All of that in my first alert weather forecast that's coming right up.
Zack Snyder's latest action epic debuts on Netflix today. Rick Damigella reports.
When I found you in the wreckage of that ship, I considered leaving you. I was afraid you could bring trouble to us.
Director Zack Snyder brings a science fantasy epic to the screen in Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. The story is something Snyder has long dreamed of filming.
It was formed in 1977 when I saw Star Wars for the first time. I mean, honestly, I ran out of the theater and ran to try and find a movie camera so I could start filming stuff.
I am a child of war. I find warriors to fight with us.
I even pitched it to Netflix as a thing that probably the traditional movie studio couldn't do at this scale, and also with this release window of saying that we're going to shoot both movies back to back, and the second movie will come out just a couple months after the first movie, so that there's not a 2-year window between the films.
I'm here to make you an offer, to give you a chance at redemption.
She is a mysterious stranger that we find on the distant planet on the edge of the universe, working on a humble farm, seeking for redemption. Basically, having stripped down everything that she was built to become, everything that she has learned in order to find something else.
I have found her, the most wanted fugitive in the known universe.
He's kind of like the most terrifying thing that you could ever meet. You know, somebody that has not just the sadism and intelligence to hurt you, but to kind of play with you as well is just a terrifying prospect.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
That guy scares me. Good villain. Fans won't have to wait long for the sequel, as Rebel Moon Part 2 is slated to debut on Netflix on April 19th.
And as he said, it's a kind of unconventional thing for two projects to come out back to back. It's something I've never really heard of much.
Well, Back to the Future Part 2 and 3